And so now we're going to get into the tea with that. And I met a guy. All right, let's try take two. Hello, everyone, especially my 32 subscribers. I just did this video for like half an hour, and my computer is so old and slow and just broken at this point that it saved 2 seconds of my recording. What were those 2 seconds, you ask? Yeah. So, it's Thursday, which doesn't mean a whole heck of a lot because I've sucked at YouTube for the last couple weeks. I needed a break. And if you paid attention to my title at all, whenever you break, that's a good time to rebuild. There you go, I worked the title into the video. So, sorry everybody that I've been gone. I really appreciate that my views have pretty much stayed the same. My views are always kind of like inconsistent. I'll have days where I get like 39 views, and then the next day I'll get 4. And I'll have a couple days where it's like in the teens, and then it'll jump and then it'll drop. But I really don't have any days where I get 0 views. So thank you everybody that like continues to just watch my stuff, even when I am having a rough time and I'm gone and whatever. I do know that I did get a couple videos out. I'm almost caught up with Spyro, but that's literally the only series on here that I'm almost caught up with. Yeah, for whatever reason, my 7 Lives videos will not process. Like, they're too big, I need to break them up, or I might just abandon it and decide that I want to do a new storyline. So if you guys watched that and you liked the storyline, then please like let me know, like, yes, I want to know what happens next, because I want to know what happens too. If people are enjoying it, then I'll gladly keep making it. It is a really compelling, interesting story, but if people aren't enjoying it, I'll cut the videos I already have made and upload those, and I'll just link the game and be like, if you want to know what happens next, you know, download the game, because it's free. I do know that I missed a couple 2020s and I can't really catch up on those. I do think I might catch up on one because I am very close to my 100th video on this channel. So I do have a couple videos. I have the rest of the Honeycams recorded. I have the gameplay recorded. I think I need to redo the intros and outros. I did the Vixella shell challenge and I have that done. I need to just do a little bit more commentary on it. Yeah, so that's like my YouTube updates, which are kind of the only areas that I really have to update. Well, that's not true. I have like the tea for people that have been keeping up with this series. And so anybody that's watching this for like the juicy gossip in my life, don't worry, I'm gonna get to all that. But I am trying to update with like things that my 2020 was designed for. I'm now at this point waiting to get my first paycheck, so that way I can order my mic, but that is gonna be the very first purchase that I make. Pet stuff, have updates with that. Miss Bellatrix got fixed. So, and she's like a rock star with it. I had to do it at a mobile clinic that did it for free, and was able to like also vaccinate her and get her microchipped and yada yada, which like I super appreciate. I'm gonna give a little shout out to Meow Mobile, but it was her first time like being alone. So pretty much for the entire day, which was also my first day of work, I worked at 4, she got done with her appointment at 2. I dropped her off at 7:30. I went and charged my car, and as soon as my car was fully charged, I zipped right back over and I sat for like 3-4 hours. But she's doing really well. You wouldn't know that she just went through surgery. I started work. A lot of the people at this new place, like it is brand spanking new open, a lot of them came from the same location, which I'm fine with. I don't really care about like clickiness or anything like that. Not saying that there is any of that, but my new job is sort of treating me like I'm new, which I mean, I am new to the location, but I am not new to massage. I'm not new to like the company. I'm not new to any aspect of anything that I'm doing right now. That's the only thing I have, like, it's not even really a complaint about work. Just the only thing that I've kind of noticed. Definitely making more money than I was in Albuquerque. So it's going to be easier than I thought to, you know, build myself up and get myself back on my feet. I'm conflicted in thoughts about that, obviously because of just where I've been at with DJ. And so now we're going to get into the tea with that. So pretty much over the last couple weeks, I've gone back and forth with my feelings a lot on the whole situation. I'm going to say I know that I've been kind of cavalier about it, but I did not move out here because of like good reasons. Like it wasn't a conversation where we were like, you know, I'm gonna go stay with mom for a little bit. It was like bad things were happening. And that's not to say that DJ is a bad guy, but there's stuff that he needs to work on. And I'm not perfect. I know that I'm not perfect, but in all of our conversations that we've been having, in most of them, pretty much a consensus that like I wasn't doing things wrong. DJ was like doing wrong things. I feel sort of vindicated that we've been able to get to that point where it's like he's recognizing that he was doing things that weren't okay, and it was sort of spiraling and causing things to happen. But yeah, because that was the case, it created a lot of feelings in me about like, I don't know that I want to be giving trust again. I don't know that I want to be putting more time and effort into this. There's parts of relationships that you just don't mess with, and that you shouldn't have to ask for. I've been feeling really conflicted about wanting to re-enter a relationship where I have to ask and point out very, very commonplace things for them to either happen or not happen. In doing that, I did at one point reach a conclusion where I was like, I'm done. I don't want to do this anymore. And so I decided that I was going to start dating again. And I met a guy. He's a very, very nice guy. We went on a date. We just walked around the mall for a little bit and got to know each other. This guy, like, struck a chord with me in a weird way. So I'm going to preface the rest of this story by saying I moved out here on the 1st. So that means DJ and I missed out on my birthday, which was on the 6th. And we missed out on Valentine's Day, which was the 14th. And DJ said that he actually had a plan for my birthday and for Valentine's Day, and it was to take me up to this like lookout point in Albuquerque where you can just like look at the city. Then he wanted to take me out to dinner and to Dave & Buster's, which for those of you that don't live in like a super urban area or don't live in the States, it's pretty much an adult arcade. And that sounded like a dream date. That sounded amazing. Out doing something that I hadn't done before, which was like the lookout point thing. Sort of just like being able to be in a calm setting and be just like close. And then, you know, dinner and an arcade. Like, of course I would love that. That was DJ's idea for my birthday and Valentine's Day, like 2 special events. And this is like months into our relationship. This guy that I met, we walked around the mall for a couple hours, and when we were sort of out of mall to walk around in, he was like, I have another idea. There's this place. It's very populated. You don't need to feel uncomfortable. If you say no, it's fine. But there's this place that I go to. It's up in Boulder. It's really pretty to see. It's nice. If you want to check it out, I'd love to take you there. So I was like, okay, sure, let's go. And we went up there, and it was a lookout point, pretty much. It was high enough up that you could see the foothills and the plains, but you could also see mountains that were a lot bigger than you, or that you knew had like ski resorts and stuff. Like you could see the towns. It was amazing. Like it was so great to just sit there, and you know, he took me to this spot and we just sat on a rock, and he pointed out like, oh, this is this place and this is this place, and just look at it all, and isn't it amazing? You know, it was pretty awesome. I loved being able to just like see everything and feel the way that I felt being out there and being so high, but knowing that, you know, there was more, and you know, it was just really interesting. And then, you know, we watched the sunset behind the mountains, which was awesome. It was very like picturesque, romantic. And then we went to dinner, and he was very, very respectful about like my outfit and stuff. And he was like, I'd like to see you again. I was thinking, tomorrow, would you like to go to Dave & Buster's? It's like an adult arcade. Like, yeah, I would definitely like that. So, you know, that was the next day. I woke up and he was like, hey, you up and around, ready to go? And we went to Dave & Buster's, and I got to show off my awesome Pac-Man skills. Just saying. Yeah, we got to, shoot some zombies and play some skee ball, and it was really nice. It was very nice. It was very wholesome. And while those dates were amazing and they were awesome, they struck a chord with me almost in a wrong way. Not in any way because of this guy. Like, this guy is great. Him knowing me for 2 hours made him want to do those dates for me. And DJ knowing me for months, like, he didn't even think about those kinds of dates until I left him. That didn't feel really great. And it made me kind of question how much I want to be in a relationship. It was too perfect that the exact date that DJ had said he planned that was really meaningful to me was the exact first date that this guy wanted to have with me. And so DJ and I are at the point where it's like, we don't really know what's going to happen between us. But he's changing. He's doing the things that he has to do. And I appreciate that, and I'm watching it happen. But at the same time, there are still problems. There's still a lot of problems. It is what it is. And if we work it out, we work it out. And if we don't, then, we're both at a point where we can accept that, not everything works out the way that we want it to work out. Real quick, though, I do want to give a huge shout out to my friend, Noelle. I shout her out fairly often, I feel. But she just is a totally awesome person. She's one of my best friends. She has been such a great force of good for me in this. She's so supportive. She, listens to me. She gives me her feedback when it's warranted and when I ask. She doesn't just tell me what to do and how to feel, which is different than what everyone else is doing right now. Literally, like, if anybody that's been giving me advice is watching this, I mean absolutely no ill will by this. But I'm getting very, very tired of people telling me what they think I should do. Yeah, I'm getting people that, are wanting me to do, these business ventures and wanting me to, go to this place and do whatever, and, are pushing me to try and just do a bunch of different things. I don't like that everyone is just kind of coming at me with their thoughts and opinions, and I appreciate that about Noelle. She doesn't come at me with her thoughts and opinions. She listens to what I have to say. And she respects anything that I say or feel or do, which is just, you can't find a truer friend than someone that will do that for you. And, granted, we'll call each other out on bullshit that we do, but still be, super respectful about it. I know I sound like I'm just, kissing ass on her so much, but truly, I believe that there are people in this life that, you've meshed with, either in a past life or, your souls are connected or something. Noelle is one of those people for me. So I am going to link her in the description below, just so you guys can go check out her channel. She is an amazing person. Her content is really great. She's a woman with something to say. And, if you just want to see the person that I go off about as such this amazing, picturesque goddess, just go check her out. With all of that out of the way, pretty much the consensus of this video is that I am building myself back up. Still don't know exactly what that looks like, where it's going to go, but I know that I'm at least making the first steps and I'm doing what I need to do. So if you made it this far in the video, go ahead and leave a like, comment. Oh, I forgot to mention this. So my new job does allow me to do whatever with my appearance. So that includes my hair. And if you haven't noticed, I've had a hat for all of my most recent videos because I don't really enjoy my hair anymore. I enjoyed the haircut that I got. It was cool, but the more that my hair grows out, the more I'm it wasn't cut in a way to grow out. I also want to get it dyed. So comment what color you think I should dye it and any hairstyles that you think I should look into. I can do literally whatever color, and it doesn't have to be all the way. An ombre style where it's red on bottom and blonde on top, or vice versa, or whatever, I can do that. Or if you guys think I'd look good with a completely different hair color, I used to have auburn hair, that worked really well. I used to have black hair. So comment about my appearance. Kindly comment about my appearance. I know my teeth are messed up. No one needs to comment on that. I just realized that this is here. I have 3 of these. Not this one specifically, but it's like a little family of dinosaurs. I'm gonna try and find them where they're in the next video. Yeah, subscribe if you're new to the channel, or if you're not new, just haven't subscribed yet, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!